Hey everybody, welcome back. Real quick, I want to talk about Alex Pretti, all right, and what's going on in the government. Alyssa Slotkin was interviewing the executives from the VA, okay, his bosses. And apparently she said that it took them 30 hours to release a statement, okay? And they said that it was an unfortunate situation because the local and state governments would not cooperate with the federal government in order to help them get access to all of the illegal immigrants who are domestic terrorists and criminals and all these things. So basically, he's saying that Alex Pretti died because the local and state officials or the police would not cooperate with the federal government. That is not cool. Then she proceeds to say that is it true that the cabinet members like Kristi Noem and Bavino and all of them said that Alex was a domestic terrorist and an assassin based on the information they got from the VA executives. This is the place he worked, okay, where he helped veterans, countless veterans, where he would hold, he would say the last statements over the bodies of the veterans with the flags over them and wheeling them down, each and every one. Okay, so basically, they called him an assassin because they got information from the VA officials because they have to do some PR work, right? That they gave them. So basically, the VA executives prejudiced the investigation into what happened with Alex Pretti. That is totally messed up, And then they proceeded to send an email, allegedly, because I haven't seen the email, that was leaked by another, I guess, a boss there who hired Alex Pretti. She leaked the email, because they asked her to tell employees to not have the memorial right now. And they did it anyway. There's about 400 of them. They did it anyway. Why would you do that? Why would you tell your staff who is suffering? I'm a nurse. I feel it from here. Okay, I can imagine what they're feeling. How could you tell them not to remember him, not to put the flag over his body, not to wheel him down the hallway and salute him? What the hell is going on in this country? Where is our basic decency? Basic human decency. It doesn't, I don't care what you believe, what happened that day, okay? At the end of the day, he was a decent human being who helped veterans, who was a good person. And it should not be about Democrats and, Republicans. I can't talk today. I'm sorry. I'm tired of all this. I'm aging more than the president does when his term is over, okay? We need to value our nurses. And this is not cool. His family deserves better. Way better than this. And it should enrage everybody in America. I made a longer video of what Alyssa Slotkin was saying to them. I'm going to try to link it in the description. I want you to watch it, and then I want you to go watch the memorial that I made Alex, which basically gets no views. I made it for him and all the nurses that are suffering. I want you to watch that too. It is badass. It has a beautiful song dedicated to nurses and the sacrifices they made, including during COVID, including during all of the wars, all of the nurses that served. Alex is one of our heroes. I hope you pay attention. Even if it doesn't move you to change your views, this is something you should fight for. You may not agree with everything the government says. You may not agree with everything the other side says. And right now it's black and white, but there is a gray area. I can disagree with you. I cannot like anything that your side is doing or saying, but there are certain things that I do believe in. And we need to live in the gray area. We need to say, I believe in Trump or whatever president it is, but there are certain things I don't agree with, and I'm going to fight for that. I'm going to tell my representatives that this is not right, and you have the right to do that. Okay? God bless. Remember, watch the videos. All right. Have a good day. God bless.